Finally tonight, something new is happening at Charlotte's Bloom Studios. Guests aren't just sitting in the audience, they're stepping into a world where the story unfolds around them. As Carolina Impact's Chris Clark shows us, it's immersive, it's intimate, and it's unlike anything local audiences have seen before.
Welcome to the parlor.
Come on over, folks.
Get comfortable, lean in.
In celebration of the greatest magician who ever lived.
But whatever you do, don't blink.
I have 4 eyes, and I still missed it.
Because you're closer to magic than you've ever been.
There was 10 cards, and then there was not 10 cards anymore.
This is not your typical magic show.
It's hard to believe that someone could actually do that because I was watching.
Welcome to the Magician's Table.
The new immersive experience from Bloom Studios. A night where the spotlight doesn't belong to just one person. Here, the whole room becomes the show.
Usually go see a magic show, you're going to see a singular performer. You know, you're going to go see a David Copperfield, a David Blaine or something like that. You come here, and because there's so many, it's almost like magic itself is the star and front and center.
So who dreamed up this wonderfully strange, immersive world? The idea didn't come from a script or a stage manual. It came from a brainstorm that went completely off the rails in the best possible way.
I work for an incredible company, a production company called Right Angle Entertainment, and they said, we want to do a close-up magic experience. What do you got? And we literally brainstormed, and we're like, and just out of nowhere, I said, what about the memorial service of a great magician?
The story centers on a final tribute to the legendary magician Dieter Rodeberg, his widow Calliope, his ward Ellis, and a company of fellow magicians guide guests through an intimate memorial unlike anything on a traditional stage.
We go into the actual memorial service, which is Dieter's warehouse, where he stores all his magical equipment, and you are a part of the experience. You sit at tables, and magicians come up to you every 10 minutes, and they sit down and they perform close-up magic for you. And you actively participate in the show and solve some and perform some magic tricks yourself.
For an immersive experience like this to work, it has to capture and keep the attention of an audience that lives in a TikTok world. Today's viewers expect more than a passive performance. They want immediacy and involvement.
With video games and phones, especially with phones, we don't want to just sit and observe anymore. We want to be a part of the experience.
There are some people who loves to go to a theater and watch people perform a musical for 2.5 hours. There are other people for whom that is their worst nightmare. But what they can get interested in is something like the Magician's Table, where you are interacting with the performers.
If there's a magician that isn't doing anything for you, in 10 minutes you get another one, in 10 minutes you get another one. So I think that really taps into sort of that Instagram and TikTok generation, the thing we mentioned before, of just that sort of quick entertainment fixes. And I think that's really resonated with the audiences.
Its success overseas set a very high bar. And when the production moved to Charlotte, one big question remained. Could the local magic community match the original impact?
The quality of magicians we got across was amazing. You know, it's like when you've been working this well for like 20 years, it's very difficult to get fooled. And very difficult to sort of have things shown to you that affect you. All the Charlotte magicians, at least once or twice, have absolutely blown my mind.
It was actually amazing because I was like, I had that coin and one moved and it went away. He was the coolest.
Somebody thinks they know what happened, or they do know what happened, but then I hit them with that last piece, and then it goes nuts. It's a limited line, but you see the sprite? One drop! Thank you!
I didn't think I would have cards disappear under my leg, and they did, so that was incredible.
In theater, performers may change, but the script rarely does. Here it's the opposite. The cast of magicians rotates, new tricks appear, and audiences who return a second time often find an entirely new show waiting for them.
If you come and see it one night, you would see 4 magicians up close and personal at the table, as well as a bunch of stage magic, as well as a couple of other surprises that I wouldn't want to spoil. But if you then came and saw it a week later, you would probably see completely different magicians.
For Blumenthal, the challenge is always finding what can possibly top the last big immersive hit. Each new experience raises the bar, and the question becomes what could be next.
It's really fun to try to find the next best thing. I can tell you when we had Space Explorers, the VR experience, I thought, this is the coolest thing, it's never gonna get cooler. Then we got Monopoly, and I thought, oh, this is really cool, people are gonna love this. And then we got the Magician's Table, and I thought, This opens us up to a whole new world of people because it is such an incredible experience top to bottom.
The Magician's Table isn't just a show you watch, it's a world you enter. A place where tricks happen inches away, where every table holds a new secret, and where wonder feels close enough to touch. As audiences lean in, laugh, gasp, and try to catch what their eyes somehow miss, the magic lives exactly where it's meant to be, all around them. For Carolina Impact, I'm Chris Clark.